Hello, hello, everybody. We'll just do our usual check here real quick. We'll just do perfect. Sounds like we've got audio. Fantastic. And then let's get on ahead over. Make sure we've got our notes and plays up. And perfect. We are good. So, welcome everybody to Week 12's Plays of the Week with myself, Sam Reed, with Tri-State Football. It was a pretty crazy week. Week 2 for Ohio State playoffs at least. And yeah, there were some good matchups. We had some good games for sure. Again, unfortunately, we were struggling a little bit with finding all the live streams and everything. With obviously OHSAA stepping in and providing their own streaming services and that are paywalled. So unfortunately, as we were saying last week, a lot of live streams weren't able to be seen by us, but we may do with what we have and still have some. I'm still going to be able to update you guys at the end with some scores of games that I was able to at least listen to and kind of follow along with. And there were some good games that I was able to listen to for sure. So yeah, without further ado, we'll go on ahead here and jump right into this. I've got 3 games for you guys that we at least have some plays from. Some of those through the live streams, and some of those were courtesy of some Twitter users that were at the games and recording. So of course I'll shout everybody out as I go along, but kicking it off here, we've got Highlands versus Collins, and this is Kentucky's first round of playoffs here. We're kicking it off with the Devin James rush up the middle there to get them up first, 7-0 here, and then Rio Littmer gonna find Taden Lorenzen here, scrambling around, delivers it to him there, pops it in, goes up 14-0. Actually, I think they were up. There was a field goal kick, so they'll go up 17-0 there. And then we've got an honorable mention, a trick play here. Gonna get caught by Taden Lorenzen there. I let that play for you guys initially, but let's go back here and see the series of events that happens in this trick play right here. It's a direct snap to Taden Lorenzen. He hands it off to Rio Littmer, and then Rio Littmer flips it back. I believe this is Cale. Yeah, this is Cale Harris. I think he's the backup quarterback for them. So he flips it back to him. Cale Harris then throws it back over to Taden Lorenzen there across the field. And then obviously he's only got one man to beat and makes it all the way there into the end zone. So just great play design. Love to see a good trick play. And of course, breaking it out in the playoffs, why wouldn't you? So yeah. And then here we go. Jack White. I believe this is his first game back from injury. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but that's what the announcer made it sound like there. So he punches it in. And then Lorenzen gets in for the 3rd time tonight. His 3rd touchdown, this time on the ground. And then Cale Harris here with his opportunity. The backup quarterback gets it to Gabe Williams there. Highlands wins this game 45-0, and they'll be moving on next week. So congrats to Highlands there. And then before we jump into this next game, this is Princeton beating Hamilton tonight, and this is again through Twitter. We've got a reporter or a filmographer, Dimitri Fisick. So shout out to him on X for recording this. Really appreciate those. We got a couple nice clips here that we can at least use just to kind of highlight the Princeton versus Hamilton game tonight. So it starts off with a safety there through the back of the end zone. So they're off to a 2-0 lead. Princeton is up. And then they're going to follow it up here with D'Angelo Birch to Ryan O'Brien there across the middle. They'll go up 9-0. And then we've got the play of the week here. Another trick play. Little lateral right there. Back. And then diving grab. Holy cow. D'Angelo Birch lateraled it back to Antonio Hunter there. And then David Hambrick. I think I slow it down here for you guys, but what a grab. Diving fingertips. Keeps the ball up. I don't think it might have hit or touched the ground, but I think he had possession. I think he had that arm under. So just a great play. But then we go to an honorable mention. 68 yards. Tarantino Brown Freeman here to the crib. Princeton will win this game tonight 37-7. Just handles business against Hamilton tonight. So congrats to them for moving on there. And then we've got Harrison versus Xenia, and actually, and let me shout out here. I think that was first off, that was Cole Coops there up the middle. But shout out to Stephen Wright on Twitter for capturing these videos for us again. Really appreciate you. Obviously, dealing with live streams like I mentioned being kind of hard to find, so we're able to use some of your clips here and appreciate that, of course. But anyways, this will be Cole Coops rushing it in here, and then off camera he gets another one. So Harrison goes up early, 14-7, with two Cole Coops touchdowns there. But here, following it up, Xenia not out of it yet. Tremonde Henry gonna make that nice grab, and then he gets in the end zone there on the same drive, so makes it 14-7. But Harrison just kind of doing their thing. This time it's Dickie Engel punching it in there himself, and then he's gonna find Cole Coops for Cole Coops' third touchdown of the night. So yeah, Harrison up 28-7, make that 35-7 there. Dickie Engel to Kyle Davidson, I believe that is, if the rosters are correct. So Harrison's up 35-7. Xenia has something to say about it. Holy cow, that was almost my play of the week. I struggled here picking which one. This is, Sean Fishwick, if I'm pronouncing that. Yeah, Fishwick. Randy Moss. What a play there! I'll run that one back for you guys one more time because I was kind of yapping during the majority of that. But holy cow, what a grab there! Just plays the ball, gets up, gets big, slowed down on your head. Holy cow! So Xenia not out of it yet here, and I think we're gonna have another Sean Fishwick touchdown here to make it 35-21. And so, I mean, as you can see, this game's getting closer, but it would not be enough, unfortunately, for Xenia. Harrison handles business with them and gets the job done. I think the final score was 45-28 there. So, yeah, great game from Harrison. And that's all we've got for plays. So, a little less than normal, like I said, but I was able to listen to two games tonight. First being the Moeller versus Lakota East game. And that was a good game. Initially, it looked like Moeller was kind of just going to blow them out, shut them out. They went up 35-0 against Lakota East, and then East actually answered pretty well. They dropped 21 unanswered points to make it a 35-21 ball game. And then literally right after that, Moeller answers with a kickoff return. And pretty much since then, or after that point, it was pretty much over. Moeller wins this game 55-28 and avoids a potential comeback there. Shuts it up really quickly with a kickoff return. So shuts that 21 points up real quick, and they'll get the win. Moeller, the number 1 seed, will move on. And then Lakota West versus Elder was the other game that I was able to listen to. Shout out to the student broadcasts of both of those schools there for making that happen. Was nice to at least be able to tap into those and listen to what's going on. So yeah, but Lakota West was in a barn burner with Elder tonight. They do win 20-14, but wow, Elder looked good, and I know I think I mentioned it last week. Elder is a good team, and they really showed it tonight, butting heads with Lakota West, the number 2 seed. Elder was number 7 seed. So yeah, Lakota West comes out with the win, 20-14, but Elder was leading 14-7 pretty late in that game. And Elder, honestly, from the sounds of it, had a lot of opportunities to score. They were driving the ball down into Lakota West territory a lot and just couldn't capitalize. They also fumbled in their own territory at the end of the game, which led to Lakota West tying it up in that ball game. And then Lakota West ended up going up 20-14, and then shut down the Elder defense there at the end. Sam Wiles had 3 rushing touchdowns in this game, so it was a he stepped up and kind of did it all this week against Elder. But yeah, Lakota West is going to move on there. And then St. Xavier, they beat Winton Woods tonight, 22-10, and this is technically an upset. But St. Xavier really looked good tonight. The defense looked good. Unfortunately, they had a live stream on ESPX, but I think they were having some issues with relaying that to Twitter or X live streamings. And so, yeah, we had them for a little bit there, and I thought we were going to be able to show you guys some clips from that, but they kind of fizzled out. And yeah, unfortunately, don't have anything to show for that. But St. Xavier got it done against Wynn Woods tonight, so congrats to them. And then LaSalle beat Kings 35-27. I think that score's a little closer than it actually was. I think Kings had some late touchdowns there with like a few minutes left. I could be wrong, but just based on monitoring scores and whatnot, that's kind of how it seemed. But LaSalle got the job done. They'll be moving on. Another game we were looking at was Mount Healthy. They beat Baden 30-14. So pretty healthy showing from Mount Healthy tonight. Wasn't super close there. A great game that we did have was Indian Hill against Clinton Massey. That game went to overtime, and Indian Hill won it by a field goal, 16-13 in overtime. So great game there. I wasn't super that one. I was just following through Twitter updates, and so yeah, I wasn't super following that one, but that sounds like an absolute ruler. And then in Kentucky, we had Ryle. They played Pleasure Ridge Park, did the job against them, got it done 39-0. So the shutout there was not close. And then last off, Covington Catholic tonight beat Boyd County 42-14. So again, not close there. I think it was their round one tonight. So obviously there's a couple more blowouts in round one than as we get further into the playoffs, but that makes sense, of course. So yeah, congrats to Covington Catholic as our last game, and congrats to everybody tonight on the wins. And for moving on to the playoffs, we're getting closer and closer and closer to that state championship game near the end of the month. So yeah, we'll see, and this will actually be the final Tri-State Football Plays of the Week live stream. Obviously, we've been not being able to see as many plays in the form of live streams, so having a little bit less content, and we are going to wrap it up with this. Week 12 will be the final week, but thank you to everybody who's been watching and tuning in live and watching the VODs of these streams. We really appreciate all of you guys, and yeah, we'll see what happens for the rest of the year, but of course, Tri-State Football will still be updating you guys. We'll just be saying goodbye to the stream for the season. It's been a great year and a lot of great plays this year, and hopefully to see more for the rest of the playoffs and, of course, going into next year. So everybody take care. Have a great weekend, and good luck for the rest of the playoffs. If you guys don't hear from me for the rest of the playoffs, good luck to all the teams still competing there, and good luck to your favorite team. Feel free to drop a like, drop a follow, drop a subscribe if you haven't yet. Otherwise, I've been Sam Reed with Tri-State Football. Take care, everybody. Peace out.